Hello and welcome back to the Sinterview. We are on episode, I think it's 4 or 5. I don't remember. I probably should have checked before, but it doesn't matter. Um, this month we have a good friend of mine. It is Ozzy. He is a Twitch partner and has pretty damn close to 10K followers.
Yeah, I think I'm like 300 off. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 9.7K or something along those lines. So if you guys aren't already following him, go follow him on the YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description. It's literally just Aussie.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So of course, for anyone who doesn't know who you are, let people know like a little bit like about yourself.
Sure. So Twitch, as far as a content creator, I guess I got started roughly 3.5 years ago. It was more of just a casual hobby. I was like, I wonder if I could play video games and people watch me at the same time. Because I had some friends, I'm sure you know Larvy, right? Larvy
Yeah,
Games.
yeah,
And I was
good
like,
guy.
yo, Larvy, how do I like get started? How do I do the Twitch thing? He's like, hey, just download this app, film your DS, and before you know it, I was like, all right, sure, play some games. I'm like heavily centered around Nintendo content, a lot of Pokemon. For the longest time, I was like purely family friendly, and we've kind of branched out from there. We have some more adult humor on the channel nowadays, but it's all around just like a laid back guy. Love retro games, anime, nerdy stuff. You know how it is. But yeah, all around good vibes. We just you know, talk about our feelings on Twitch. It's basically glorified just chatting. When it comes to shiny hunting, it's like let's just chat about whatever and play some games in the same time.
Yeah, like I could 100% agree with that for like shiny hunting. Like
Yeah.
it's literally glorified just chatting, and if like you got a shiny, something happened. Cool.
Yeah.
So so you mentioned like larva games. I do actually remember when like I think it was around the time like you first like started coming around. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember your name back then was Aussie Charizard.
It was. Yeah.
The good old Aussie Charizard
That
name.
was the start.
The start of an era. So so what made you end up going with the Aussie Charizard name?
So back then, here's where we bring in another content creator. I basically made a Twitch to talk to. This is sound again kind of cringy, but I literally made a Twitch to go and talk to A Drive on his stream. I was like, hey, I wanna follow A Drive. I'm gonna see if he like says my name. And gosh, 4 or 5 years ago, he did. I mean, he said hello to his followers and new chatters. I was like, whoa, he said my name. I was like, mom.
Mom, get the camera. He said my name.
Yeah, well, Charizard was my favorite Pokemon at the time. I'm still kind of is. I got like Charizard figurines and plushes and stuff, but I was like, well, my nickname's been Ozzy for the longest time, and I like Charizard, and so I put the two together, and boom. I didn't think it'd actually, I didn't think I'd actually start streaming, so I wasn't really thinking about the name at the time.
Yeah.
Luckily, things worked out with it. Yeah, that was the beginning of Ozzy Charizard. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
So you said that you ended up like you had the nickname Aussie. Where did that even come from? Because I know your name is definitely not like Osmosis or something like that.
It's a nickname based off my last name. So I'm
Okay.
open about my last name. It doesn't concern me, but Osborne.
Okay.
So if you guys have watched Spider-Man movies, or maybe if you know like Ozzy Osbourne
Yeah.
from Black Sabbath or whatever, yeah, just a nickname.
Yeah. The guy who ate the head off a bat.
Yes, that guy.
but in, but a new trick is you'll bite the head off a Charizard.
I could actually. No, I can't. I don't have that figure over here.
Oh no. Oh good god. So how'd you end up actually getting like the name ended up getting shortened to Ozzy. I assumed it was like one hell of a process to do that.
Actually, it wasn't. So I got partnered with the name Ozzy Charizard. Um, and then this is crazy. I don't know if I still have the email, but uh, I mentioned to Twitch like I put in a request like, hey, is there any way to change your name once you're a partner? Can I get like an inactive username? And Twitch actually approached me and they're like, the name Ozzy has not been used in like 4 years. Do you want to just take it? And I was like, yeah, just give it to me. Four
Yeah,
letters.
that's sick.
Say less. I'm switching.
Easy claps all around.
Yeah.
So so one thing like you mentioned they like obviously like your Nintendo stuff. I know that recently you've been like branching out like a lot doing like other Nintendo stuff that isn't like just Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um what would you say is one of your probably I guess I'd say like favorite Nintendo title that isn't Pokemon?
I'm a Zelda junkie. So Zelda's probably my favorite franchise. And had I had the equipment at the time, I probably would have started streaming with Zelda. I would have done like Zelda playthroughs or challenges or speedruns.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I gotta say, Zelda is just, man, that holds like a special place in my heart. Now I know you, I remember you reaching out and like, what was it? Link's Awakening, I think? You were
Yeah,
like trying to sell one of your games.
like I'm not even kidding. It's wrapped up. I just haven't done anything with it.
There you go.
Not even kidding. I took the bubble wrap from when Wilson sent me a copy of Fire. I think it was Fire Red. Yeah, it was Fire Red, and I was like, "What? Fuck it. I'll just use the same bubble wrap. It's not popped or anything." So now
Reuse,
I
reuse.
yeah, like it's literally I just have to get information at this point and then just full send it. But I'm not kidding. It just sits right beside my monitor, and I keep forgetting about it every single time. so so like one of those things you said for like you, you weren't able to stream like Legend of Zelda. You could have just like used like an emulator or some shit, couldn't you?
At the time, was always convinced that if you streamed emulators, your account would be like flagged because I didn't know much about Twitch at the time. Even when I started streaming, I was like, I don't really know how any of this works. And so someone was like, just don't emulate. You use the physical copies if you can. I was like, okay. So I didn't. Probably a mistake on my part for listening to them, but
Yeah, they were obviously not the smartest when it came to Twitch. Like even
eh,
even when I started, I was 100% using emulators 24/7. Like I didn't start using like a physical like console until like I was doing like the ghetto setup with like the DS and like a camera facing it.
yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
But like I 100% used an emulator for like I think it was like Mega Man Battle Network or something like that. That was a good time. So one thing I know for you is you're kind of an anime boy. You like your
Yeah,
anime. Yeah.
I'm getting into it. I would say I'm newer. Like in the past
Mhm.
2 years, I started picking it up a little bit more.
All right. So one of the one thing I actually wanted to ask is because I've seen the Demon Slayer movie. I know you've seen the Demon Slayer movie.
Yes, I have.
What did you think about it?
I loved it. I thought it was great. Um, I actually, no spoilers, obviously,
Mhm.
just for people who might not have seen it, but um, I've actually finished reading the manga, so I know how the whole thing ends. Uh, and the movie follows just exactly how I remember reading it, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's actually sick that it followed it like that well. Because like
Hmm.
I just don't give myself the time to read manga anymore, and I'm pretty sure I've lost my ability to read. So so I kind of I'm like I'll just watch it, call it a day. I can read subtitles. That's about the best I can do at this point.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
trying to make time for things that I enjoy, but mangas, it comes and goes.
yeah. Has there been any more manga for Demon Slayer for like a season two? I haven't really been keeping up with it.
So, yeah, there's gonna be probably, if I had to guess, probably 2 or 3 seasons of Demon Slayer, because
Okay,
there's only 250 something chapters. So,
okay,
I mean, we're like a third of the way through, if I had to guess.
shit, that's not bad. I I definitely remember when the Demon Slayer movie was actually in my in the theater that was at the mall that I worked at when I was working at Starbucks there. I was walking by going to work. I saw the Demon Slayer movie poster and I was like, no shot this is actually here. I looked at the times because in my head I thought it was only going to be there for like one day because it's like a special screening. So I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I looked. It's like, all right, what times are they at? I looked. I was like, I can't make it to that one. I'll be working. Can't make it to that one. I'll be almost done my shift. And I was like, you know what? I'll just hang around the mall for like an hour after work, and I will go see this goddamn movie.
So, that I wanted to see it in theaters too, and I did.
Mhm.
But I accidentally bought tickets to the dubbed version. Nothing
Oh,
against the dub.
hmm.
It was whatever, but I know me and my girlfriend wanted to see it subbed. So I was like, "Oh god." I just paid like $30 for this dubbed version, and I was like, I can't return these. It's too late." So I just dropped another 30. I was like, "Alright, I'm gonna go see the subbed."
You'll be seeing Sub and Dub. Let's go.
I supported them
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah. I don't even think the dubbed version came to my mall because like it was saying it was there was subbed and dubbed like on like the poster and stuff. But for some reason I thought like the dub was coming out later or something like that. So
Mhm.
I was kind of just like, all right, whatever. I'll watch the sub anyways because like I watched it sub, so I know the voices a bit better that way.
Yeah. And like I said, I have nothing against people who prefer like sub or dub. Like
Hmm.
there's some shows where it's like, dub's good. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But I've gotten really used to just reading and watching. So
Yeah, for me, it depends on like what platform I'm watching it on for the most part.
Mhm.
Like if I have the option to watch dub, like on Netflix, for example, I'll end up doing that just because I want to like have it off to the side and be able to like just like listen to it instead of
And
like having to read.
multitask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the main thing. But like for things that are like just like on Crunchyroll, for example, like Demon Slayer was, I think it's on Netflix now. I'm not
Yeah, I remember watching
100%
it on
sure.
Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up watching it on Crunchyroll. I literally binged it in like 2 days at most.
Eh,
So like what? And it's funny because it was like a few days before like the Demon Slayer movie came to my theater. So it was all still fresh in my memory. So I was like, let's go. And and like the best part, when I went to go see it, is it was on Tuesday and the cheap nights are Tuesday. So I only paid like $5 for my ticket.
I think I can't remember if we went on a weekday. It was either Sunday or Monday. It was like early in the week. But we watched it at like 7 p.m. I don't know what time you ended up seeing it during the day, but
It was around the same time.
our theater wasn't that busy. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I was like, I thought there would have been tons of people, especially in Cleveland, because I lived in the city at the time. It's
Hmm.
like, where's everyone at? Where's all the people who are like, the
Yeah.
typical anime stuff, Deku, and people yelling like,
And everyone in cosplay.
yeah. I didn't see any of that. Of course, nothing
Let's
against that,
go.
but where's the people in the Zenitsu cosplays at, huh? Where are they at?
Come on. Yeah, it was like the exact same thing when I ended up going. It was kind of weird because I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a relatively packed theater. So like because I thought that, I went and bought my ticket just like online or whatever, and they just scanned the barcode or whatever, and I went into the theater. It was like not even like a quarter full. I was like,
Yeah.
is it is Demon Slayer not as popular as I thought it was?
Well, at the time too, I guess COVID restrictions were starting
Hmm.
to lift up in my area,
Yeah,
but I know that they still had like seating restrictions for COVID, so that might have had part to do with it.
yeah.
Also, the fact that I know a lot of people nowadays are like, well, I can just download it online because I found this website that distributed it early,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But
The funny thing about like distributing it early is I believe I saw this online. Apparently the Demon Slayer movie was accidentally put onto the
PlayStation?
PlayStation. Yes.
Yep,
I saw that. I laughed and actually thought about grabbing it.
I did too, and I was like, well, I'm not. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to buy a movie on my PlayStation. Right now, it's perfectly fine staying as a COD machine. like, like that's literally the only thing I use the console for at this point. It has Cold War, it has Warzone, and right now It Takes Two.
Oh, hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
like that's
I
literally the only things I use it for right now.
Well, I just got a PS5, and I've been playing a game called Demon Souls, but I'm
Mhm.
wondering how many of my PS4 games are backwards compatible. I don't know if all of them are,
Yeah.
uh, but I have World War II sitting over there. So
All right. I feel I feel like a lot of them should be. Um, I already forgot what the word was.
backwards
Yeah,
compatible. Yeah,
that's what I
I
was
might
thinking
have
of.
to take a check. Um, but yeah, I guess I could get a use out of some of these other games.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually shocked that you even got your hands on a PS5. Like those things are still so hard to come by too.
Yeah, they actually just tweeted yesterday. Sony said we have sold 10 million PlayStation 5 units, and then someone quote retweeted it and said, "To who?
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't got one."
Dude, that's facts. When I was at when I was working at Starbucks one day, I'm pretty much like pretty buddy with the manager at the EB Games that's there. Just pretty much like
Oh yeah,
the
EB Games.
yeah, pretty much the Canadian version of GameStop. Literally, that's exactly what it is. Um, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, we just got like a shipment of like PS5s if you're wanting to pick one up." And I was like, "Dude, I don't get paid enough here. I can't." Otherwise, I would have gone it on the spot. I I,
Yeah,
I would have told work, "Hey, I'm gonna take like a 15 here. I'm gonna go pick up a PlayStation."
yeah, they're pricey. I'm gonna definitely try to get my money's worth out of it though.
Yeah, like
Also, it works as a DVD player, so I have some DVDs I've been meaning to watch.
oh my god, I keep forgetting that like DVDs and like Blu-ray even exists right now. Cause like
Yeah, as a
everything's so
collector
digital.
though, I know, but as like a collector, there's some series where it's like I want to own this physically. Like I
Yeah.
could stream it,
Hmm.
but then it's like I have it physically too.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I'm gonna mention another content creator, Awesome Lego. He has like 1,000 copies of like what movie is it?
Real steel, and I have it sitting right over there.
Of course you do. Yeah, like I remember being in call with him and he was just like showing off like every copy he had. I was like, why? Why so
Yeah,
many?
why? Why?
He's just a monster of his own, that's for sure.
He is indeed.
So so earlier you did mention going to see the movie with your girlfriend. I actually want to talk about your relationship a little bit.
Oh
Um
yeah.
yeah, I want to know how you guys met. Tell me about it.
We met on this wonderful dating site called Twitch. So yeah, we actually met through chat. And it's crazy. I'm gonna bring up another content creator. Whoa,
Another one.
connections.
Whoa.
Uh, she was a really good friend, or she still is. She was really good friends with Sierra Dawn.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
to those of you in the Pokemon community, you guys know who Sierra Dawn is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she's really good friends with Sierra Dawn. They did TCG stuff together, traveled to events. And Noelle was like, her name's Noelle, by the way, my
Yeah.
girlfriend. She was looking at my stream. She's like, who's this guy? And Sierra's like, oh, I know him. That's Ozzy. And so that's kind of how it started. It's a complicated story, but yeah, she ended up just like watching my stream and um,
And then she caught them
met from there.
feelings.
Yeah, we ended up meeting at Cedar Point, which is a theme park in Ohio. It's in the Sandusky area. So if you guys have ever been to like crazy roller coaster parks, Cedar Point is a really popular one in the United States. And yeah, we went to ride some roller coasters together. It's pretty fun.
You guys hold hands.
Actually, yeah, I think once or twice. Once or twice.
Yeah, I think I remember Sierra like I didn't really watch really any of her streams, but I noticed recently that she's been doing a lot of commentary for Pokemon too, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, very, very happy for her.
Yeah, she's
That's
definitely
really cool.
she's definitely making herself known, which is super lit.
Hmm.
I always love seeing people who just like are like growing in like different ways, like for you example, what like seeing you get to like Twitch partner, that was kind of cool. Only kind of.
Kinda. I mean, I still never thought it was gonna happen. And then, yeah, it was like a crazy moment for me. Sometimes I still don't think of it.
Yeah, like I I think we had this conversation maybe like a little bit before, but like um I remember like when you like first like were like streaming or whatever. I like I'll be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of like your streams because I'm not a big fan of just like PG streams and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I totally understand that, and I had so many people reach out like, "Why are you PG? You could be so much bigger if you were not PG." I had my reasons at the time,
Yeah.
but
But I mean also if you RPG, you also grow as well. It's
I
like
opened
what
up some
yeah.
connections, yeah.
Yeah, it's always like one of those like catch 22 types of things cuz like being PG is more like better for like getting like sponsorships and all that other
That's the
stuff for
only
example.
way you would ever get a sponsorship with a company like Pokemon or Game Freak or
Mhm.
Nintendo or whatever. Like, to be an ambassador for them, you have to be family friendly.
Yeah.
And at some point, I was just like, okay, well, it's just not happening. So we've introduced a little more adult humor. I'm verbally still PG.
Yeah.
My mom still watches my stream. Some family members. Eh, my grandparents too. It's like I don't I don't really need to say those words. If
Yeah.
they show up in my chat, it's like whatever. I'm not gonna. They could be there. You know,
Mhm.
you can read chat. You can choose not to see those words. You can block those words from your end. I just
Yeah.
don't read them out loud.
Yeah, that's always like a fair statement there. Like if I have to be like family friendly, I can be. I know that I've tried that before and it just wasn't my thing. I like to just speak my mind mainly because of like how I grew up. Like
Hmm.
like my parents say a lot worse than what I say. So I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean it's all depending on like where you were raised.
yeah, exactly. So another thing about you that some people like I feel like a lot of people like especially from your viewership knows is that you also go to like college or is
I
it
do.
university or am I tripping?
University,
University? Yeah.
college, university. People always call it different things, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
technically a university.
Yeah, for like chemical engineering or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Right? How's
Yep.
that going?
This upcoming semester is my last one, or it should be my last one.
Oh,
Um,
that'd be nice.
should have graduated last year, but I didn't have all the credits I needed, so I'm going back for one more semester. It'll be a fun semester though, because it's all art classes, and yeah, chemical engineering with a sub feature in biomolecular engineering. So if anyone knows what that means, cool.
I don't know. uh, like so that means you went through school like through like the Zoom classes and stuff then too, right?
Last year, yeah, end of junior year, I guess is when it started. But yeah, last year was a lot of Zoom.
What was it like taking like Zoom classes instead of just being like in like the physical classroom itself?
Um, there's good and bad. There was a lot of good in the fact that a lot of them were recorded. So if it was like early in the morning for a Zoom class and it was a huge class and I knew people were gonna show up, don't tell don't tell my mom or my dad. But sometimes I just wouldn't go. I was like, I'm gonna sleep in. I'll watch that later. I'll
Yeah,
watch that on my own time.
yeah. Just
Um, so
procrastinate. Call it a day.
it was like win lose because sometimes when it was a small class and the Zoom class was at like 5 p.m., it's like five people in a Zoom call, and you're just sitting there and they're like, hey, can we all turn our webcams on? And I'm just like, try not to fall asleep. It's like, dude, I'd rather be in person right now.
Yeah, like I feel like in-person classes just like they just feel a lot better. Like it that's just what I think is like it feel better than like doing it over Zoom.
Yeah,
Cuz like I feel like I would just get too comfortable like where I am like at home and just like I feel like I wouldn't even pay attention to the class cuz like it's like literally I could open Zoom, put it on one monitor, fucking be be cranking 90s in Fortnite or something like that on the other
that's
screen.
literally the scenario. It's like, well, okay, I have the Zoom class open, but like, we could open up Twitch, or I could open up like, my Switch and plug it in. Like, well, we could do a couple things here. And that's
Mhm.
like the problem with having your workspace in your bedroom at college.
Yeah.
I come across that even with Twitch too. It's like, I could stream or I could take a nap.
And 9 times out of 10, it's an app.
For example, today was the nap. Well, it was the nap, and then I was like, oh, I should probably do a quick stream.
Yeah, like I think like when I was like going through your like Twitch page and stuff like before the the podcast here, I saw that it was like streamed from like 3, I think it was like 3 till 11 or something like that. I looked at the time, I'm like, no shot. It's kind of funny. So one thing like I kind of want to mention here is like you've been recently getting into like speed running and whatnot too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick that up again more probably once I move back
Hmm.
to college, my apartment. Makes things easier for me. But yeah, I actually picked up speedrunning like last year, end of last year.
Yeah, like I know that like you've been running like Mario. I almost said Mario Kart. Oh my god, Mario 64.
Exists.
That's right. I do remember seeing like a video or something like that of like Mario like Mario Kart speed runs. I'm like, no, there's no way that like as soon as you're the fastest, there's no way anyone can beat that unless they find a crazy scope. And then you've been also doing like which Dark Souls was it? I can't remember.
Dark Souls 3 was actually what I started speedrunning. It was the first game I ever picked up for speedrunning, I guess.
There, there's no possible way that I would ever speed run a Dark Souls game. I'm still trying to work my way through the first one.
Yeah, it took some patience, and I guess I just liked the game so much. I was like, I'm willing to sit down and learn this. It's okay, it's not that bad. It's bad. In points, it's like, okay, why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, what one of my buddies, I believe he was actually the first guest on here, Benjamin 10. He used to speedrun Dark Souls, and he made it look like it was a goddamn cakewalk.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I'll try it. Why not? I got to like the first like like mini boss type of thing. It was like the Minotaur thing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't beat it the first time I tried playing it, so I stopped playing, and then I picked it up again, and I don't know how far I got. I can't really remember. I'd have to open the game to check, but I definitely made a lot more progress. I think I got past the gargoyles.
Oh yeah, the twin gargoyles. Yeah,
The gargoyle fight was actually kind of fun.
it was.
The nice little introduction of like adding in a second boss where I was like, oh no.
Yeah, a lot of those bosses in Dark Souls 1 have secrets too. Like if you cut off the gargoyle's tail in that fight, it gives you a weapon. But
Yeah,
if you kill it and you don't cut off its tail, you don't get the weapon.
Yeah, I ended up getting the weapon first try without trying to.
There we go. Win.
And then like after I got it, someone in chat was like, try to cut off its tail. I'm like, all right. So I kept trying to cut it. They're like, don't do it. You already did it. I was like, oh, okay. Got it. It was definitely one of those interesting times.
Any backseaters?
Yeah. Any backseaters around? Looking to my right? I'm not
I'm
gonna do
looking
anything.
at my Twitch chat. I'm looking at you guys.
Yep. Pago. um So what we're gonna do right now is we had two questions from Twitter, so we're just gonna go through that as well here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
sure.
s- so the first one is from the Game Guild underscore. Uh,
Who's that?
who's that Pokemon? I don't have glasses to do that.
Wilson.
Wilson. Um, so he says two questions. What's the number one thing you'd like to see in an ideal streaming platform? And
Okay.
I'll say the second one afterwards.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just throw them both at you.
Oh, okay.
I
I
gotta
was gonna
kill
say
some
that's
time here. Come on.
so overwhelming. If I gotta answer two questions at once, jeez. Ideal things I'd like to see, or some things I'd like to see in an ideal streaming platform. Um, okay. Not to throw like streaming platforms under the bus. So I guess we'll break it down. Twitch, as we know, it seems to be like relatively the most popular streaming platform. I mean, you see everyone streaming on it. It's hard to grow nowadays. There's like hundreds of thousands of viewers, people holding down categories with like, you know, 20K, 30K at a time. It's very popular. It's owned by Amazon. YouTube, popular streaming. You know, lots of people stream on YouTube. No shame in that. YouTube's a great place to grow. Something that I'd like to see though, and I think we can agree on this, is communication when it comes to the terms of service. And not to get controversial here, but I think we all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Is what is towing the line? Where is too much too much? Why do we have to test the waters to get banned? And
yeah,
and when we get banned, why is it so up in the air? Is it a 3-day ban? Is it a 1 week ban? Why do some people do some things that only cost 3 days, but some people do things that it's like, okay, you're going to be banned for at least a month. Sorry, that's
yeah,
just how it is. I just want more communication there. That is something I'd love to see in a platform, is just laying it out flat. Like, hey, you can do this. You can't do this. And if you do this, here's your time. This is what you're serving.
yeah,
And I haven't seen that from anything.
yeah. Like that was like a huge problem on Twitch, especially like over like the past like few months. I'm perfectly fine with like talking about it like more in depth here, because like it was like so groundbreaking, like starting with like the hot tub meta.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem mentioning that. Like it was like it started in like the just chatting, and then like Twitch just decided to make a category for it, which I mean, like it makes sense, but at the same time it's like you said about towing the line, and like
Yeah.
where is it?
Like you give them this opportunity, and then it's like, well, how far can we stretch it?
Yeah,
How adult can we get on a platform before it's like, okay, that's too much?
yeah,
Which
like
is, I'm gonna say it now, like I have no issue with people who choose to do the hot tub streams. It's fine. I mean, make the money. Don't be mad at the streamer. Be mad at the people who don't enforce the rules, or the people who enable it to happen. Like they're
yeah,
just doing their job.
yeah, like one of the things I find is like I get why they made like the hot tub category for the most part, because like you can because like you can pretty much make it so, like that way ads can't be ran while you're in that category, which I think was what they did, wasn't it? I don't
I think
remember.
something like that. I know Amaranth, they demonetized her and they took
Yeah.
away like all of her ads and they didn't tell her. That's
Mhm.
another thing. It's like, where's the communication?
Yeah, there's
Why
like
did why did she have to go to her dashboard and find out like, oh, I have literally no money
yeah,
from ads.
yeah, like that's one thing that I definitely want to be seeing more out of like streaming platforms in general, but like since we stream on Twitch, like especially Twitch, because like there's so much. I find that there's so much lack of communication for like a lot of different things that happen. Like I'm gonna bring this one up. It's probably one that some people might have forgotten about, but the girl who queefed into her mic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she wasn't that only
Indie
like
Fox?
I don't think it was Indie Fox. I
Oh
think
no,
it
no, no. It was before that. It was
yeah,
before
yeah.
that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I think her ban was only like a 3-day ban or something like that.
It was.
Something like
Yep.
yeah. And like I feel like there should have been like maybe like a week, like at least for like something like that. But like I don't know exactly like where the line even is for that because like there's so what I think like Twitch could maybe do is like I kind of like the whole like demonetizing like a channel like they did for Amaranth
Yeah.
for like I think she has her ads back at this point. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
As long as they communicate it though.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just like take it off and like not say a single thing.
Yeah.
Like at least like send an email being like, "Hey, your channel was demonetized for X reason."
Mhm.
But like yeah, like they I feel like there's been a lot of things that haven't necessarily been right with with how they've been handling things, but
Mhm.
there is but like especially when like Amaranth and Indie Fox both went to like the ASMR channel and was like seeing how
Oh, the
far they could toe
meta,
the line
yeah.
for that. Yeah.
We saw that.
Yeah, everyone saw that, and then they both got like a 3-day ban or something like that.
Yeah.
What was it, a 3-day or was it a week?
I think Indie Fox might have been like a week. Amaranth was probably 3 days. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I mean, again, this is nothing against the streamers, but
Hmm.
Twitch is going to, they're not going to keep them banned. Those are their money makers.
Yeah,
That's where they get
exactly.
their revenue. It's like, why would we ban these big streamers? They make us money.
Yeah, like
That,
the only time that they've like perma banned like a big streamer was Doctor Disrespect, and still no one knows what even happened in that situation.
nope.
Which is kind of the weird thing, but like I guess it's kind of just like water under the bridge at this point. But
Hmm.
it was a lot of super like sus stuff that was going on with that because like especially at the time that he did get banned, so it's like I, I don't know, like there's just so little communication, like especially when like Twitter goes into like an uproar about like a certain problem that goes on with Twitch. They don't recognize it really for the most part. Like
Oh, yeah.
the closest thing to recognize, I keep bringing it up because like it's the only thing I can really think of is like the making a hot tub category.
Yeah.
That's like the
It
closest thing.
addressed it and they made it. Yeah. They're like, we can't ban people for, I think they literally said this. We can't ban someone for being sexy. It's like, could we have worded that different? Was that really the proper way to address that?
Yeah,
Twitch?
I don't think I actually saw that one, but that's actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah. It was like on a bullet list of things that they were announcing. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like can't be too sexy for Twitch.
Pick me off.
Yeah, like there's been like so many different just like controversies like involving Twitch recently, and it's kind of just like insane at this point. I feel like
And their admins and people, in their head departments who conduct like sexual harassment.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a wonderful time.
oh, it's a great time on this platform. We love it. There are
Yeah,
no flaws.
I mean it's not as bad as like well, I mean maybe it's as bad. I haven't heard too much, but like I know that like literally just like this week, there's been like a huge controversy involving Activision and like Blizzard
Oh yeah,
for like sexual harassment and all that as well.
yeah, they are.
They're in some real hot water right now.
Yeah.
Like what one of my buddies who who would stream like World of Warcraft, she kind of like just said no to streaming WoW because of how it was being words, oh my god, how it was being handled for the most part. So like I respect her decision for like being like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna play play a game that's like from this company or whatever.
Mhm.
And I guess like like bunch of people, like a handful of people, were like kind of on her ass about it, being like, "Oh, no, this XYZ, I was helping you build X character or something like that, and it's all down the drain now." I'm like, dude, it's not that serious, bro.
That's rough. It's one thing to like boycott a game and do it out of respect for like the people who are harassed, but
Hmm.
then when like people give you smack for boycotting or deciding not to do something,
Yeah.
that like her Twitch chat, for example. I again, I don't know who this is in particular, but
Hmm.
streamers don't owe you anything. You chose to help this person build this character, or you chose to support them monetarily. They
Hmm.
don't owe you that. They don't have to play this game for you. They
Yeah.
did it because they want to.
Yeah, that's what I find sometimes when it comes to like semi largish Twitch chats, like ranging from like 200 to like a K or something like that,
Mhm.
is like you end up changing like the game that you're playing, and then they're like, "Oh, I wanted to watch. I only watch because of X game or whatever. I'm not resubbing." I'm like, bro, like take a hike. Like,
Yeah, it's stuff like that. When they verbally announce it, it's like, okay, well, I didn't want you here anyway.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
it's like, well, I can't watch you play this. I'm not watching anymore. It's okay. Then I didn't want you
yeah,
here.
it's like, all right, who asked?
Yeah, and I get it. Like if there's a game like you're just like, oh, well, it's just not in my interest. I'll come back, maybe for a different game.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't verbally announce it in the Twitch chat though. Like if you come in and you tell a streamer like, this game's boring. I can't
Hmm.
really watch today. Don't. It's just so crushing, you
Yeah,
know? Who wants to
exactly.
hear that?
Yeah, the streamer especially doesn't want to be hearing like reading that. I guess it's
Yeah.
like I just don't get people sometimes. But I guess we should move on to the second part of this
Oh,
question.
nice. Well said.
I'm sorry, Wilson. Um, the second question is, this one's a toughie. How's the weather up there?
All right, so I guess we should delve into this topic really quick. Can't stay here too long. But yes, I am 6'7", and in metric, that is like 2.0 something meters for all you non-K Kona users. Yeah, I'm tall, and the weather up here gets windy. Okay, yep.
Just a little bit.
Sometimes got to wear my hoodie. It's a little cold. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. It's nice weather right now.
Yeah. Honestly, the weather today was actually kind of nice because like my new job now, like I work outside like a lot. Like the first half of my shift was like it was pretty hot, and then like it just like immediately cooled down after my lunch, and I was like, let's go. I'm okay with this.
Today, as in like, I know it's midnight for me, so
Yeah.
today, as in like earlier today, it was
Hmm.
hot, it was humid.
Yeah.
But today, as in today, it's supposed to be like 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't know what that is in Celsius. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Which is decent. I might go outside, play some pogo.
Hell yeah. Like I think today is just, I don't know exactly like what the temperature is supposed to be, but I know it's supposed to be like rainy. So it's gonna suck.
It's a good question. I should check to see if it's gonna rain. I don't have to do that now, but
Yeah, whatever.
rain.
Um, yeah, you're just like you're just a big lad. You're like just tall, and you're pretty much just a giant stick. That's what
This
I
is
see you
this
as.
is this is true.
Yeah, and then and then there's me. I'm like 6'2", and I'm fucking built like a fucking truck. That's the only way I can describe myself.
I remember being 6'2".
Yeah, back in like grade 4.
Okay, listen.
I'm listening.
I
Willing to
was
listen.
6'2" in like 6th grade, okay?
That's just as
Now,
bad.
okay. Someone else asked a question, right?
Yes. So the other question is from Big Boy LS1,
Oh god.
and yeah, and it is it true your actual name is Ozzy Charizard? Which I mean,
Well,
we
I've
kind of already went
this
into that.
this should we do a name reveal? My
I
name
mean,
is
if you want
public.
to.
It's public domain if you're in my Discord. Um that's about it. But basically my name, which I don't go by the way. So if anyone like watches this or reads this or hears this or whatever,
Mhm.
my name is Nathan, but I don't go by that. It's just a personal preference throughout life. If you know who you are, you can call me that
Mhm.
in DMs. But yeah, it's Nathan. But I just go by Ozzy.
Yeah, like I literally only know you as Ozzy, so I have no reason to like call you by Nathan or anything like that. Like most people online like don't even realize like what my like first name actually is. Like my last name isn't public, but like my first name, like it's semi public. Like I don't care if people know it. But like from like the online space, like no, not even kidding, no one calls me by my name, which is Justin. Like
I think I remember you mentioning your
yeah,
name.
yeah, like literally all the calls we have, it's just Sin, or for some reason right now X.
X.
X. God, I'm still baffled that that even started.
In the name.
Yeah, God, I guess so. Uh, I mean, like, especially like for some reason, like when it comes to like a lot of people like online, I don't typically call them by like their actual name. Like the closest one I do that with, I think, is actually Wilson, but Wilson's not even his first name.
I mean, that's his middle name, right?
It's his last name.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I guess it is his last
yeah,
name.
Eric Wilson.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know why I thought he had a different last name for some reason. I knew his first name.
yeah, which is like it's funny when people find out that his name actually isn't Wilson.
Yeah, I have a package from him that has his name on it.
Yeah.
That wasn't when I learned about his first name. I
Hmm.
think it was a couple years ago or something.
Yeah, I think it was like the same for me. I forget how I like him and I talked about it, but he was like, "Yeah, my name's not even Wilson." I'm like, "What?" um. So what do you even end up sending you? Was it like games or something like that?
Uh, Black 2,
Oh, all right,
the game itself, yeah.
nice. Yeah, he was selling like a lot of different games.
Hmm.
Apparently he went through them all pretty quick too, and I was
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. Like those things are like super hot.
they are. That was the last game I needed for my collection too. So, shout out to
Easy.
Wilson.
Yeah, shout out to Wilson. I know you're probably watching or listening. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, Wilson, love me. But we also have a little game that I like to play on the podcast with every
Snap
guest.
games?
Yeah, not Pokemon Snap. No, 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 no. Which that is
Oh,
apparently getting a free DLC.
oh,
Did you end up hearing about that?
yeah, but I didn't get Pokemon Snap.
Oh, true. Fair. I didn't pick it up either. It wasn't for me. Um, but it's called One Has to Go. So pretty much I take three things. They like normally I pick like a category or something like that. And you have to pick one that just stops existing. Everything about it is gone. So this one's probably kind of easy for you. I went with a Nintendo theme this time. So I went with Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, and Super Mario. So like the whole Mario franchise would be gone.
Uh, yeah, I'd have to get rid of. I'd. I think I'd have to get rid of Mario. As much as I love Mario, like it's a good game, you know.
Yeah.
But the others fall like they're more story based. I think I like story based games a little more than. I mean, Mario just walk through levels and you get the star and you win.
Yeah.
There's no story. There's no story in Mario unless you're playing like the RPG games. You don't play Mario for the story.
Yeah, that's true. Like wasn't like Odyssey was like about collecting moons. That one kind of had a story to it, but like
So
it's
a little bit, yeah.
a lot of it like just revolves around like saving Peach
I'd
for the
say
most part.
Even Galaxy had like a little bit of a story. Like say
Mm,
like Rosalina's past and like the galaxy being formed or whatever. But if you're
yeah.
playing something like Super Mario 64,
You're collecting
there's no
stars.
yeah, there's no story.
Yeah. Have you ever actually thought about trying out a Mario 64 randomizer?
I've seen them. I've never actually thought about trying one out. It'd be kind of cool though.
Yeah, what I watched one of my buddies from a different Discord. He was doing some like chaos randomizer.
Ah, I watched Simply do the Chaos Randomizer.
Yeah, it was something I was laughing way too hard
Oh,
for
I was dead.
it. I was like, this is actually insane. I have never completely finished like Mario 64. Like I picked it up once to because like I was asked to do like some speed running thing like pretty much when I like around when I first started streaming.
Mhm.
Because like I think at the time I was speed running Smash Bros on the 64. Weird thing to it's a really weird thing to speed run, but I was okay at it.
Whatever
um
you feel like speedrun.
yeah, exactly. So like I pretty much only played like up to like a certain point because like it was like short speed run, so they'd take like a segment of it and like you'd have to play through that. So like I tried practicing it a little bit and like that was really about it. Didn't really get too far with it. Um, so have you actually tried what is it? Pokemon Unite?
No, I haven't. I talked about this earlier with some friends.
Mhm.
It was my go live notification. It was like, no, I'm not playing Pokemon Unite. Um, I think what I mean by that is I'm not gonna stream it. Maybe I'll get it and I might play it with some friends if people really want to play it. I have never been into MOBAs. They've
Yeah.
never interested me. I've tried League. I couldn't get League is like cigarettes. You do it, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in. I was not in.
Yeah. That was the same thing for me when it came to League. I tried League. I tried Dota 2 a little bit as well when I was younger. But like
Oh yeah, Dota 2. I probably played a little bit of Dota 2. Yeah.
yeah, I played Dota 2 when I was in high school for like probably like a few months or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, I tried League once in college, and the chat was so toxic that I closed the game and uninstalled it immediately.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
yeah,
a
no.
turning point. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna submit myself to that toxicity. There's other things I can do with my life.
Yeah, like play Pokemon Unite.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I
Yeah,
don't think I can stream it though.
yeah,
It's one of those games where I don't think I'm gonna be entertaining if I stream Unite.
like I feel like Unite is just like it's taken as like super like competitively at this point already, and it's
Yeah,
only been out
it's
for like less than a week, I think, at this point.
and that's part of the reason too. It's like people are already so serious, and it's like, "What? Dude, you're a newbie? Why didn't you go top?"
Yeah,
You know, if I play games like that casually. I'm
yeah,
not gonna play ranked.
yeah, exactly. Like I'd probably like play ranked if I had like the friends to do it, and like I could because like I know like a bunch of people who are currently playing it, but for me, I'm like, I have it installed because I was like contemplating playing it. I still haven't opened it. I'm pretty sure my Switch is literally just sitting on a little side table there,
Same.
and like people have asked me, I'm like, they're like, why have you? Are you gonna try Unite? We're all playing it.
I
It's
could
really
give
fun,
a
and
shit.
I'm just like, honestly, like I've seen like people streaming and stuff. I'm like, it doesn't look appealing, and like my Twitter feed is just constantly filled with people like bitching about the game, and then the next minute saying that they love the game,
Yeah.
and then bitching about the Zapdos and
Yeah. MOBAs are those games where like if you watch it, you already know if
hmm
it's fun or not. It's like
yeah,
I watch people play it. It's like okay, it's the same thing. You take over the objective, you knock these people out, move on to the next. Okay, I get the basis of the game. Doesn't look like something I'd
yeah,
have fun playing on stream, but maybe with friends, sure. I don't know. Might be fun.
yeah, and like apparently like a lot of people are saying that like currently it's like super like pay to win because
Oh, is it actually?
yeah, for because there's like a you can get like different items like the Rocky helmet and all and like eject button and all that other stuff, and apparently they can be like leveled up and whatnot, but you can buy like the gems or something like that to upgrade it, which I believe they said it caps at 30. So like
Ooh,
it's like real, and like if you wanted to like get like everything, like all the items capped out, you're blowing like $500, which some people have done, and I'm like, why?
see, I'm gonna look more into that, but like, if that's really the case, man, that's even more of a turn off. I like free to play, but I hate pay to win.
Yeah,
And I get it that people have made this argument. The pay to win people are what allow you to, play for free. Well, at that point, just let me buy. Let me pay.
yeah,
Let me pay like $60 for the base game with everything in it. I would rather do that than free to play. Don't
yeah,
make me spend 500 for maxing out everything that I could possibly want in a game.
yeah. Like I like it's different when it's like free to play, but like you can pay for like different cosmetic things.
Hmm.
Like an example, of course, is like Fortnite is like a huge one, for example. Like it's
Yeah.
just filled with cosmetics. I literally just finished my battle pass like last week or something like that. And and it's the same thing with like League as well at this point. I saw on Twitter that like League originally started with like a pay to win type of thing as well. With
Hmm.
like I think it was like runes or something along those lines, but but they ended up removing it, and now like their main source is like just like the skins and cosmetics, which
Yeah. I remember when I played Fortnite. I don't think I ever paid for anything. I think maybe I bought like the battle pass once or twice,
yeah,
and then you buy it once and you play it. You basically can earn enough coins to buy the battle pass again.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah. And so it's like you pay once and then you play enough, you earn your money's worth and you just pay again for free, basically.
yeah, exactly, which is one of like the good things that like a lot of things that have like battle passes do. Like they make sure that there's like enough like in-game currency that you can get by finishing the battle pass that you could buy the next one if if you really wanted to.
Mhm.
um And also, if anyone does play Fortnite or buys anything on Epic Games, use creator code SiNxRealize in the item shop. Thank you.
Yeah, because
Appreciate it.
I don't have a creator code, so you use
Yeah.
his.
Yeah. Great. I use mine on myself all the time. it's it's funny because like because like before like I never like really promoted it. I pretty much just like got the Epic Games thing like just like on a whim. I was like, let's see if I get it or not. I ended up getting it, and I wasn't playing Fortnite. So I was like, all right, whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and then I got back into it. I'm like, oh yeah, I have a creator code. I can use that.
Gosh, I dropped it after season 4. It's been so long. I can't bring myself to reinstall it.
Yeah, like I was pretty much the same way. I fell off at I think it was season 4 or 5. I think 5 was like where I hard dropped. Like I played for like a little bit and then just immediately stopped. Season 4, I played for like bits and pieces, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I pretty much stopped playing. I dabbled in it like once for like 2 games, and that was it. And then I came back to it like I think it was like last season actually. It was like no, it wasn't last. It was the end of not last season, but the one before, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this season I actually finished my battle pass in it for once, so that was cool. Actually, no, I finished the last one as well. God, I'm getting too good at finishing battle passes. I'm
Hey,
coming to
this
terms
man's
with
a
it,
true gamer right here.
bruh. The fact that I can finish a the the Call of Duty battle pass as well as the Fortnite one, and they both go on at the same time, pretty much.
This man's multitasking.
Bruh, that ass. Like I'm pretty sure for like this season in both the games, I think Warzone put out theirs first, and then like literally the following week was the Fortnite one. So
Wow.
yeah, I was like, oh boy. So what you're saying is I'm gonna spend $30 right now. It was good. All right, so I guess we've been recording for like a little bit over an hour now. I think it's probably a
Oh,
good
has
time
it
for us.
really been over an hour?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't realize that. So I was
Oh,
like, all
dang.
right. Yeah, look at that. We killed a lot of time, which is super nice.
Didn't even realize.
Yeah, there you go. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching. Um Ozzy, go ahead, shout out your socials, all that stuff.
Yo, if you guys want to follow me, I got like 3 places that I post stuff. I got my Twitch, which is just Ozzy, my Twitter, which is OzzyTTV, and then my YouTube, which unfortunately is still Ozzy Charizard, but that's a
Yeah.
different story. Yeah, thank you for having me. It
You
was
know,
nice. I'm down to come by whenever we feel like. So,
hell yeah. Um yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out Ozzy. I'll make sure to leave a link to his Twitch in the description down below. If you guys are watching on YouTube, of course. Um, I think I'm pretty close to having the Apple podcasting sorted out. So right now it is only on Spotify and
oh,
YouTube.
this is on Spotify.
Yes.
Okay, I was talking to my viewers the other or earlier today. I was like, I know it's on YouTube, but I forgot to check Spotify and see it was there. So,
Yeah.
sweets. I'll make sure
Yeah.
to leave a link in my Discord for the Spotify thing.
Yeah. So for anyone who's wondering when I upload any of the Sinterview podcasts, I upload it the last day of the month for the audio and the first of the month for the video. Pretty much just like day one day and then the next. Pretty simple stuff. So if you guys like Spotify, enjoy podcasts, it's the first one there. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, go ahead and leave a comment. Maybe I'll read it in the next episode. Who knows? But I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Bye bye.
Yo, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.